And just to reset for everybody here at CitraCoastLive.com, it's Vintner's Vision, and we have Jill and John Backer from August Ridge. And on my left is Kaylee Sharp. She's marketing for Granada Bistro and Lounge in downtown SLO. And the chef at Granada Bistro is Kimberly Lemons. So we're halfway through the wines. We've got to cruise through. Let's move on to some of these big wines that I imagine would be at your big pasta parties, your big spaghetti western type things. The very next one we're on to the Sangiovese. So let's talk about the Sangiovese. The sort of one of the flagship varietals of Italy, basically, right? I mean, it's the big one. Is that what it means in Italian too? Sangiovese Grosso, they say.
So Sangiovese is probably what Italy is most well known for. Sangiovese is traditionally called the blood of Jove, Sangiovese.
Gotcha.
And it's the dominant wine that's in Chianti. Chianti is a blend of 5 wines, or can be blended into 5 wines, and it's the dominant wine in Brunello. It's from the Tuscany region, which is right in the center part of Italy. And Sangiovese's, by the way it's structured and its acid, its classic pairing is tomatoes. I mean, so the tomato acid, the tomato flavors pair very well with the flavors in the Sangiovese. So this Sangiovese, we tend to, in our wines, we have fairly long barrel programs. This one is 2 years. We have a reserve version of it, which is 3 years in the barrel. We put a little bit of cab in there. A lot of Italian wines have a little bit soft mid-palate, so we put a little bit of cab in there to bring up the mid-palate. It's got a nice entry and a lot of structure in the finish. This one's particularly got a lot of layers of complex spices, a lot of earth tones, and so forth and so on. So enjoy it.
Yeah, and it's a little bit more on the almost, I don't want to say garnet, but a little bit,
I could see
You can say garnet, just
garnet.
don't say dirt.
No, not dirt, not dirt.
Soil.
But not purpley, not ruby, not, it's a little bit. And I think that before I even drink it, I'm thinking earthy tones. So I'm going to get some earthy notes out of it.
You notice the Dolcetto is a very bright ruby red.
Yes.
Sangiovese tends to be a little more towards the garnet, and you'll really see that in the Nebbiolo, which is a very garnet brick colored wines. The bright ruby red wines are not typically what you associate with Italian varietals. There are some, like Dolcetto, that do that, but more of them are more of the garnet color.
This color, yeah, this is fantastic. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Sangiovese. I just think it's just such an approachable grape. It's easy to drink. We talked about it going with tomato, going with any kind of sauce, any kind of pasta.
This is pizza right here.
Yeah.
Friday nights at our house, this is our pizza.
Sangiovese and pizza. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Definitely do that.
Yeah, so Kimberly, the pizza we do vegetarian pizza, so you get all the good vegetables, and then we put pepperoni on it.
Oh, I love it. What time shall I come over?
Friday night, yeah. We're there.
Well, you brought us actually a panini for this one. We're going to have a couple of paninis here. This is actually going to be a pesto, chicken pesto. Tell us about this one here. This is really pretty.
Well, pizzas, I love pizzas with tomato sauce and everything else, but pesto. Don't forget about the pesto and the sun-dried tomatoes. And I just thought maybe this would pair well. We've already had 2 flatbreads, so I just kind of want to change it up a bit. And this is something that we have on our menu at Granada. So come in and pair it with a glass of this.
Again, it's got a great cheese on it. It's got a fantastic cheese that is really a soft, mellow cheese on there.
Which cheese? Is that the Gruyere? Or
No, that's the
That's the
Happy
goat's
Acres.
cheese. Yeah. Really? Again.
That
That'll make its
works.
appearance a couple times.
That worked really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't typically think of basil with Sangiovese, although it's very commonly used in the culinary tradition in that part of Italy, and it works really well.
Yeah.
So a wild card, something a little different.
Something a little different. Now, a while ago, we were talking about how much you travel, how much you like to travel. Travel through Italy, through all the wine regions.
No,
Have you ever been to Italy?
I've gone, when I was a kid, and before I knew spaghetti was really good and didn't come out of the can.
Exactly.
That was my mom cooking.
SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mostly the Caribbean, South America, and then once again, the Arctic and Antarctic. So the food in Greenland and Iceland, it's amazing. And it
Although
really
not
is,
very common or
but
popular.
not very common. and I kind of can't incorporate it into this, but
Yeah.
South America a lot, and just like I said, the Caribbean.
Excellent.
And Europe for fun, not for work.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes, Europe is for fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
And have you guys been to, well, for you, it would probably be the mother country,
We did.
the home country,
2
right?
years ago, we
Yeah.
took an amazing tour, and I wanted to go every place of the wines we made, all of those regions. And let me tell you, in 2 weeks' time, we hit them all. And,
Wow.
yeah, I cannot wait to go back to the country.
The best part of that trip is we went and visited the family, right? They don't speak English very much. We don't speak Italian very much. We all sort of speak Spanish. So what do you do in Italy if you can't, converse real well? You spend all day eating and drinking.
Eating and
And
drinking.
it was great.
Yeah.
It was absolutely great.
Playing
Lo-
music and
A lot of grunting and
yeah.
yeah.
Somehow you can communicate.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Can.
Yeah.
The wine helps. I'm
The
sure.
wine certainly helps. Very
We
good.
brought their wine, and they brought us wine, and it was
It's excellent.
Excellent.
I have to say, the highlight of that trip was we spent 3 or 4 days up in Alba, which is in northern Italy. Jill's family is from south of Rome. And the food, the wines, the place, that's an amazing place. If you can go up to Alba and spend a week there, go do it.
Yeah.
And give me a call and I'll tell you where to stay.
And all the wineries there, they're all the small little places. I mean,
We actually drove up to one, and we thought we were driving up to our place because
Oh,
the
yeah.
daughter runs out, the dog runs out. I'm like, wait a minute,
I
back
mean,
home.
all the single varietals we made, it was just,
Right.
it could have been our winery.
Yeah, very small, very approachable, very much like a lot of small wineries around here on the Central Coast. Excellent.
The wine tasting is very different. It's a 4-hour affair. You
Yeah.
don't blow in, try 8 wines, chuck your $5 on the bar and go away. It's more like you do it. I mean, in fact, the way we do it at August Ridge is not that way. It's if you come in, you're probably going to be there for 2 hours. You're going to taste them all. We're going to talk about them, and it's more of an immersion and a social event than it is just I'm going to slam back 5 half glasses
Exactly.
of wine and move
Yeah.
on.
You're getting a limo because the bachelorette party's moving to the next one. Right?
Exactly. We are not about that.
Yeah, not about that. That's